Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to share 4 simple life hacks that help me to be productive, and let's get into it. As the title says, this video is in 4 parts, that is 4 different hacks. I would request you not to run through them because even one out of the 4 hacks you might find it useful. So let's go over them one by one. Hack number 1, social media. So you might be thinking that I will ask you to quit social media. So if I ask you to do that, I'm completely out of mind at this part of the technological era. Going out of the social media is completely out of the equation. So if not a ban, what can we do it? We can do a simple regulation on how we use the app. So in order to do that regulation, here is the simple hack. First, go to the settings in your phone, go into the notifications tab, find out all your social media apps and turn off the notifications. Even those small red dots which appear on top of the app, even turn those off. I think they are called as flags or labels in some phones. So just turn that off. You should never know when you get a notification. If you do that, you will find out how productive your life becomes. The reason why I ask you to do this is, once you turn off the notifications, there is no cue or there is no trigger for you to go and check out those ding sounds that you get whenever a notification pops up in Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. You might ask me what good it will do to you. The important thing being, I'm breaking a habit of not going and checking around or not getting myself triggered on hearing those sounds. So because of this simple thing that I did, I started experimenting this with myself. So because of the simple thing that I did, my usage dropped from 18 and a half hours to 12 hours, literally saving 6.5 hours of my time every week. This simple hack of just turning off the notification, you might find is very, very useful. You'll never feel the urge to go and check a notification if there is no notification in the first place. That brings us to hack 2. Hack 2 is playing games. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against playing games, but what I'm trying to say is don't install any games in your primary phone in case if you have a backup phone. In case if you just have only one phone, install games and also install some of these scrutiny apps which you can use in order to scrutinize the time you spend on playing the games. So let's say if you have a scrutiny app that allows you to play games only for 1 hour, and just install it and go by the rules and play just for a regulated amount of time, like 1 hour or 1.5 hours every day, not more than that, so that you are not wasting your time and finally ending up becoming productive. That brings us to hack 3. This hack is actually an extension of the hack 1. So now that I have disabled all the notifications on the social media, but whenever I open my phone, I find myself navigating my way around towards the same place where the social media apps are. So let's say on the second page, the third app is supposed to be the Facebook app and the fourth one is supposed to be the Instagram app. As soon as I unlock my phone, my hands automatically go to the same place in order to open it because of the craving that got wired in my brain. So in order to remove this, or in order to hack my way around, what I did was I actually took the Kindle app and put it on the place of Facebook, and I took the podcast app and switched that with Instagram. So whenever I find myself navigating in an autopilot mode towards the app, I just go and end up clicking Kindle or podcast. So since I've opened Kindle or podcast, I find myself listening to a podcast for 45 minutes and absorbing some information, or opening the Kindle and end up reading few pages in the book that I like. So I find this hack to be very useful. I don't know if you are all wired in the same way, but I find this to be truly useful. That brings us to hack 4. So if you are that person who are checking the office mails in the phone, you might find this useful. So if you are always checking the office mails in your phone when you are in the home, you might lose some of your productive time or some quality time that you spend with your family. You also cannot ignore the emails from the office. So I have found a hack for this. Restrict the notifications time. So the way I do it is, I use Outlook for my office emails. So there is a feature in Outlook which you can use in order to restrict your notification time from night 7 p.m. to the morning 9 a.m. so that you will not get any notifications at that time. I find this to be productive to me in a different way. Like I can spend time with my family, I can spend time with my wife. And the important thing is, I will never wake up to my phone finding some office emails in the list of items that I need to do. The first thing in the morning, if you just check your phones and if you end up finding a couple of office emails, that actually sets the tone for the day and increases the anxiety for the day. So I strongly recommend you to use a notification restriction and put it from night 9 p.m. to all the way up to 9 a.m. so you don't get those Outlook notifications that actually increases your anxiety at the start of the day especially. These hacks have actually made my life a little bit more productive than before. Please do try them and keep optimizing to the way that it best fits you. And if you already have any productivity or simple hacks like this which you can share with me, please put that on the comments and I'll share it in my next video, and with due credits of course. Thanks for listening to me. Have a productive day and peace out.